You are fake news.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Welcome to the Godfathers of Podcasting, broadcasting live on the Shuli Network every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, in case y'all didn't know, they've been podcasting since before podcasting was even called podcasting. Archives of this show are available on every major podcast provider, and you can find video archives, merch, and more on their website, godfathersofpodcasting.com. Now, here are your hosts, two guys who have been broadcasting online since 1996. The Godfathers of Podcasting themselves, Donnie De Silva and Chris Tidwell.
I'm Donnie.
I'm not.
Tid. Good night.
Wow. Like all this time, you've had so many fucking years to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
You do all of these last minute, like, I'm going to do these fucking half retarded soliloquies for our guests that come on. This is what I get.
Yeah, you're Tid. What more do you want from me, man? I've been introducing you for 26 years. I got nothing left to say.
Some bullshit right there, I'll tell you what.
I'm out of hyperbole for you, man.
It's some bullshit. Well, thankfully, we have a chat full of people going at it already. Just to say hello very quickly to some of them. Roy, yes, this is the show that Kevin Brennan is always talking about. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second. American Cupcake in the chat. Shuli Network, of course. Stacy, hello. Tiff, hello. Who else we got in here? Rex joining us so far. So thank you very much to everybody joining us. Let's have some fun. Brady W. Brady, of course, from the SNME Network. Thank you very much. The real TSN, the Shuli Network. That is the ongoing thing right now because, of course, we know what happened with Bell Media dumping all of their TSN radio stuff. And that impacted a lot of people up here in Canada, definitely. And TV. Don't kid yourselves. And so we have basically just decided that it's a better TSN, the Shuli Network. So hashtag TSN as in the Shuli Network. Let's go. Stacy says Donnie is way too bundled up, like he didn't pay his heating bill or something like that.
I'm just cozy. I'm cozy.
Cozy? All right.
I'm just cozy.
All right.
I was going to say, coming up this weekend here in the Great White North, it is Canada Day. And then next week, of course, the 4th of July. So for those of you in the chat, whether you are on the northern side or the southern side of the border, I'd like to hear your submissions in the chat, your sloppiest 4th of July ever, your like most embarrassing 4th of July moments, or if you don't know shit about Canada Day, then throw in your Canada Day jokes, throw in your Canada Day roasts. We'll take whatever you got. Canada Day and 4th of July themed. Let's throw it in the super chat or throw it up on the screen.
Did you just rhyme that?
No.
Oh.
If I did, it was totally accidental.
Wow. That's probably your best one to date, I must say.
Hey now.
It's a lot better than the ones that you wrote.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Should we move this sucker along and get to our featured guest this week?
Do we want to bring him in right away? Do we want to talk about what's been going on first?
Okay.
Right.
All right. You know what? Get to that because you keep telling me about, there's all this drama on the podcast network, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not in the loop.
I don't know if it's so much drama as much as it's a lot of fucking yelling. Is what it is for the most part. So I don't know if you've known this or not, but Stuttering John is kind of a thing around here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And he's been gone for a long, long time. And there was plans. I'm going to give the short because everybody here already knows about it. This is for our listeners. And
it's literally just for me because I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. So they decided they were going to try to get him back on the air. And something was going to be brokered. And long story short, that all fell through. Fast forward. Stuttering John does come on back to the internet for a show, but he does it over on the Kevin Brennan show, MLC, with our good friend, Reverend Bob Levy is on that show as well.
Okay.
So they do their thing and it's a big, long thing. And prior to that, Kevin Brennan was nice enough to mention this show on his show. Yes,
Thank
exactly.
you.
Hi, Kevy. And in doing so, yeah, I decided I would return the favor. And so
Okay.
I was watching the show because everybody else was. And I went on to Kevin's show and paid to have him just remember who we are. Because when I tuned into the show, I thought this was a gynecologist office with all the vag in here. Thanks for the plug yesterday, Kevy. Hashtag GOP on TSN. Thursdays at 8. Hi, Shuli. So then it turned into it kind of, I'll be honest, I was like, you know what? Just for old time's sake, let's see how many days in a row I can get this guy to say the name of our show.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, yeah, again,
this feels like when we used to troll other shows back in the day, but you're actually doing this with love.
It's 100%. Well, okay. I don't know if love is in the air for that one, because yeah, it is Kevy. But nonetheless, there is a whole lot of fantastic content coming forward in the next couple of days. That, Donnie, if this is the time that you're going to want to tune into a couple of shows, yeah,
so what am I tuning into?
Stuttering John came back again today on a much less show. In doing so, the Shuli Network, they had issued a challenge to Chad Zumach. Chad Zumach thought he was going to pull the wool over everybody's eyes and say, hey, I got Bret Hart on the show today. Well, I never had Bret in the first place. I mean, come on. You and I, if anybody fucking knows, we know he didn't have Bret on the fucking show.
I mean, I've interviewed Bret more times than I can remember.
Well, I'd like to forget some of those occasions.
Legit.
So he had him advertised, but it was a big old swerve because he was going to have Stuttering John on his show, like the sloppy seconds version of the load has already been blown, but I'm going to like roll around in the sheets for a little bit. You know what I mean? That's really what it was.
So he advertised Bret the Hitman Hart and brought on Stuttering John. That's like the bloated Down syndrome version of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, well, not far off. But yes, the much more gray, less mobile version, I guess, whatever, brought him on instead. Thought he was going to get something over on Shuli and Kevin. They both went.
What's the end game? Why?
Hold on. Well, hold on. They both went. Jesus, fuck, guy. They both went and sniped his stream live, brought in more viewers on their channels just sitting and watching his show and collecting super chat money and creating a show out of it. So for the last couple of days since Stuttering John has come back, and that's just two of them. There's other shows out there, Donnie, that you don't know about. It is hilarious. And I, as two of us that do a show that is outside of that entire realm, that's not, totally. That's not our thing here. As two of us that are like that, though, I want to say thank you to Stuttering John for coming back and allowing all of that content to be created going forward from this, because I mean, it's going to keep this channel alive for quite some time. I think
Stuttering John,
we're not even close. We're not even close to being done.
In case Stuttering John isn't watching this show, Andy or Austin, one of our producers in the back, please clip this and we'll send it to him. Stuttering John, you are welcome on this show. This is a safe space for you. You can come here and tell your story, and I will not make fun of you for looking like a bloated Down syndrome version of Bret Hart. I promise.
He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that anytime ever.
I made a promise. It's for real.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad.
You're welcome. All right, let's move on. Shall we?
Well, I think there was a video that kind of went with the whole thing.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, a reenactment, if you will. I think Andy has this reenactment video of what Chad thought was going to happen and what actually did happen. If we hit play on this one here. That's
I think we just got demonetized.
I think not. No, what do you mean? Not even close. I
Were
think
we
that's
even
exactly the way
monetized?
it went down. All right, you can get rid of that, Andy.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time right now for the big hello. And this week's guest is a longtime friend of the show, born and raised in Zimbabwe before deciding, I bet if I went to Canada, I could transform myself into a reality TV star, an undefeated celebrity boxer. And as strange a flex as that sounds like, he actually pulled it off. He appeared on the reality TV show Sense Appeal, where participants had to smell, hear, touch, and make out with total strangers before seeing them and decided if they wanted to go on a date or run like Speedy Gonzalez. He found a massive amount of popularity when he was the runner-up on season 3 of Big Brother Canada and became infamous for refusing to get involved romantically with anyone and for wanting everyone's blood on his hands. Right now, season 2 of Bachelor in Paradise Canada is on TV, and he was part of that show. But his experience was a lot like Big Brother, as he refused to get romantically involved with anyone. I'm not sure if he understood the assignment. He's also got the celebrity boxing route, and unlike many who get into it, he actually trains like a beast, and he's not planning to give up his undefeated record anytime soon. So all you reality people out there, come step to my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we brought him back and we had to do it bigger. Ladies on TV couldn't keep up. That's what I figure. He never hooks up, but he says he's the lady pleaser. This is my African brother from another mother, Godfrey Mangwiza.
What up, man? That was a hell of an intro.
It's better than what I got.
Kind of threw me under the bus, but hey, I love it.
Hey, I see you on all these shows and you're the lady pleaser. And I'm like, when is this dude going to start just hooking up like a dog in heat?
I did not live up to my name, man. I did not live up to my name on that one.
You'd be the worst porn star. You'd be like,
it wasn't the best options, man.
I'm just playing with you. Tell me, I remember last summer, you and I went out for drinks. And you were telling me about this show long before it ever hit TV, because it was already in the can at that point.
Yeah.
Tell us now that the show is on TV for anyone who's watching it or people who haven't checked it out yet, but they'd like to go check it out on a streaming service or wherever. What was that experience like for you? Where did they film it, first of all?
Well, it was filmed in Canada, of course. Okay. The location, I'm not quite sure, because they kind of just drove us there. They're like, hey, I thought we were going on an island, when I showed up, it was literally a cabin designed to look. Yeah, it was not what it looked like on TV. But anyways, in terms of my motivation going on there, it was always on my bucket list to say, you know what? I wonder what a dating show would be like, just to get that experience. And all I can say is it was something else, man.
It was a weird vibe, right? Because I did check out the show because I wanted to be prepared for this, right? I watched the show. I don't know, man. Like a lot of those dating shows, it's like you already know before the show starts. Like whoever does get together 5 minutes after production is finished, they're breaking up.
Yeah.
We all know.
Absolutely.
But some of the dudes on this show, they act like they are hot as hell. Like, no, that's my girl. Like, what do you guys do?
God,
I'm like, bro, what are you
honestly,
losing your shit for?
I thought the same thing, right? Like I thought, okay, on this show, I'm pretty sure everybody kind of knows that, hey, we're here, we're getting some camera time, we may or may not hook up. So I thought everybody was on that kind of vibe, but there were certain personalities that actually thought this was an arranged marriage, that they were legit gonna find their wife. So it was really, you had half the people there were kind of not taking it seriously at all. And the other half were taking it way too seriously.
Right.
So it was just like, oh, man. And you didn't know who was serious and who wasn't. Because when I got on the beach, I was just kind of like joking around going like, hey, man, I thought we were all just kind of playing it up. But then some people, when I'm talking to Courtney, he was so he was telling me his life story. And I'm like, okay, this guy he's not kidding around, Like he's actually legit dead serious. But yeah, man, it was so weird because the way the dates are set up, they'll make it seem like, okay, these people went on a nice romantic date. It's literally 30 minutes with the cameras. They give you a bottle of champagne, and that's it. And after those 30 minutes, another guy scoops in and says, hey, I'm going to steal her for a second. He has his 30 minutes. The other person has their 30 minutes. And then after that, it's been 4 hours and it's done.
I've been on those types of dates. It doesn't go the way you think it goes, and you don't want to be last.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. You do not want to be last.
That's what I'm saying. You want to get in there first. And we got a lot of serious people. I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Godfrey, we have a few very, very lovely individuals of the female persuasion inside of our chat.
Oh, nice.
And Tiff, America, awesome. Who else was in there? Stacy is in there.
Are they all shooting their shot at Godfrey?
I think so. So this has kind of been a thing. This has kind of been a thing that, a theme, as you were. Gary Trent was on the show. I'm going to ask you first, what are you walking around at? What are you weighing in
right now? Right now, I've cut down quite a lot. I'm around like 180 to 185.
Okay, cool. Take your shirt off.
Listen, man.
It's not for me. It literally. I could give two shits, but I'm saying but there's a thing. There's a thing, right? And even Donnie's got too much clotting on. He's supposed to they have a thing on here where they try to get everybody to take their shirts off, right? So
they got to send in tips, man.
I know, right? They better be sending you some super chat money.
Yeah.
Right. So
send super chat. We'll convince Godfrey to play some strip poker.
Pull down a little something first, like we can tease him throughout the night. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is
something first, eh?
You don't have to ask Godfrey more than once, eh? Tid's like, yo, take off your shirt, and he's like, okay, hold on. Look at this guy.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm at the casting call again.
Well,
that was a joke, by the way. It did not go like that. I don't want to get sued. Oh my God.
I'm dying.
Maybe or maybe not.
Tremendous.
Okay, I'm working, it's not OnlyFans, but hey.
There you go.
There
you go. See, ladies, it is a body that they're
a little bit something.
I mean, they're putting it on a TV show. You know what I mean?
Now you guys are definitely demonetized.
Yeah, really,
after that video.
Tremendous.
So I was gonna say before Tid jumped in with that, and ladies, hey, you want to send in your super chats? Go ahead and shoot your shot with the Godfather here.
I need a cut of those super chats.
Yeah, we'll talk. When I was watching that show, you mentioned Courtney. First off, Courtney with a Q.
Yes.
His mama did not name him Courtney with a Q, first of all. Secondly, that dude was acting possessive like he was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, boy. Like, Courtney he's a very nice guy, like, honestly. But I just feel like this show for him, he was really... Because in the casting, I got a feeling that they look for two different types of people. They look for like the people who are
not
and
normal.
The people who are gonna take it super seriously because they know it's gonna cause conflict. If you have half the people are really just treating it like whatever, and the other half are like, "Yo, I came here to meet my future wife." And Courtney was not playing games, man. He was moving around like the Terminator, and I was low key scared because I'm like, man, is this guy gonna he's taking this way too serious? I'm like, dude. Yes, she kissed a guy, but that's the whole point of the show.
Right.
Like they're gonna
kiss
where
everybody. You are?
I don't know, man. Like I said, it was a very different group, and the whole experience was a lot different than Big Brother, right? Yeah. I actually thought since it's a dating show, there would be less strategy. But to my surprise, there was way more strategy than Big Brother because some couples were sticking together to say, hey, if we can make it to the end, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I give you the rose, you give me the rose. So there were a lot of those deals going on where I don't think things were as authentic as they seemed, right? Sure enough, maybe there were people who really liked each other, but I don't know. That was my observation.
So I didn't see anything happen on TV. Was there anything off camera? Did you have any sparks with anyone off camera?
No, not really. What happens?
Not
off the
really.
Camera stays off the camera.
Okay. All right.
Very quickly, $9.99 from Stacy. Now your turn,
yeah.
Donnie.
There we go. Thank you, Stacey.
Tiff,
Oh,
$9.99. Thank you very much. Godfrey takes direction well. That's
oh,
why he
boy.
does, that's why he does, we does.
I'm a
TV.
good listener, ladies.
That's right.
I'm a good
In
listener.
America, 2:00, $2
Godfrey's used to
shirt
having a
off,
director.
boys.
Godfrey's used to having a director. He knows what's up.
I used to having a director.
Okay, so was there someone? This is my last Bachelor in Paradise question. Was there someone on Bachelor in Paradise you wanted to get with and it just didn't happen?
To be honest, like the crazy thing about the show, since obviously there's always an odd number of girls versus the ladies, and they switch it up. So they had already sent home 2 girls when I arrived on the beach.
Right.
And then when they were describing the girls to me, they're like, "Oh, dude,
You're like,
man,
I want that one.
she was whatever. You wouldn't like her." And then I meet this girl outside. I'm like, "Yo, she's a bombshell. Like, why'd you guys get rid of Paige? Why'd you guys get rid of all these other girls, right?" So it's like, yeah, like there were girls that I liked. Even the girls that came on after, like Renee was pretty cute, Actually, is that her name? But anyways, white girl, blonde. It's been a long time. But no, there were girls, but like I'm telling you, man, it was super. I feel like I didn't have enough urgency. And I didn't know that
Urgency. You were with these girls for 30 fucking minutes, guy. Well, how much more urgency do you need?
It's the 9th inning, bro. You got to hit a
Because
home run.
I like to wine and dine. Right? I want to take my girl out to a date first. Usually you get to know somebody. But on there, it's like, go, go, go. First base, second base. Now here's the boom, boom room. It's like so fast. I just wasn't used to it.
Always be closing, brother.
ABC. Yeah.
Always be closing. Who's that?
Oh, yeah. Who that? Yeah. That's a nice pizza slice.
Blonde girl, Canadian. I don't know.
Who
One
is
of the
she?
producers pulled that up.
Whoever pulled that up, can you
one of
tell
the
us who
girls
we're
from the
looking
show?
at?
Let me see that.
Yeah, these are all
cannot-
blonde girls from the show. Yeah, this one is named Rihanna.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Is that her?
Rihanna. Yeah. It's kind of spelled a little bit different. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
she's mostly corn
Was
on
that
the
the
cob
best
in that
picture you guys could get?
It was on
I
the
know.
Bachelor website.
Picture of a blonde girl eating corn the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, who eats corn? Like, what?
I've never
Supposed
seen
to be-
that.
Supposed to be eating it the long way.
Eating technique before.
That's how you make boyfriend.
Oh, man.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yep.
I know that you are a guy that gets invited out to all these reality TV mingle parties.
Yeah.
Right? Who dat? Is that the same girl?
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's the
her
same
without
girl.
the-
Oh,
without the
yeah.
corn.
That's
Where's
same
the
one.
corn?
Heyo.
Somebody got to bring it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I know you go to all these reality TV get-togethers, these Big Brother reunions that happen all the time.
Mhm.
In your estimation, what is a sluttier place, a reality TV get-together or the Olympic Village?
Oh, man. That's a tough one, man. Because the Olympic Village, they get down, man. And
The
they got
Olympic
all that
Village is like a
pent-up
whorehouse.
testosterone, all the anxiety they got to release. I don't know. I got to give it to the Olympic Village. We are a close second.
Bowls of condoms to go through.
Oh, of course. Mhm.
Right? You guys handed out condoms before you're doing the show?
Oh, yeah. They were. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I was going to say
On
that.
Big Brother
that-
too?
The ones who wanted to raw dog, you had an option, but the condoms were supplied. Absolutely.
Did you have to check it off like when you were filling out your
No,
paperwork or something like
You
that?
did
Like,
not
yep,
have to
no,
check
I
it
am
off at all.
I am fucking raw dogging this whole season. There ain't no way.
Well, like
I'm a
they
sheepskin man.
like they give you all the tests before you go on, so like you're kind of good to go. But they still have the condoms there. The only thing you really had to sort of sign off on was if you needed to use the actual room that was designated for for hooking up, smashing.
You couldn't
So
just
you had
do
to
it there in
sign
the
up.
living room.
No, you couldn't just show up. You had to kind of agree that it will be filmed. They promised not to share the footage or
Right.
use it. I don't know why it was being filmed then, but anyways, you did have to sign
Yet.
off on that.
They didn't yet. They're not sharing that footage yet.
And
That's
none of us read that contract, so we don't know what the fine print says.
Yeah, y'all just
Yeah, we're like, yeah, sure, of course. You hear sex, perfect.
hold
I'm
up.
in.
Were they handing out condoms on Big Brother?
Yes, like soon as we showed up, there were condoms in the dresses.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
And
just
you
in
for
case, right?
real-
Because they know something might go down. Yeah.
Okay, so if I was to take a guess,
Mhm.
I'm going to play the over-under game. Okay? I'm going to set the number at 9, and
Okay,
9
9.
is 9 reality TV star women that Godfrey has gotten with since Big Brother.
Oh
Kid,
my
do you play
God.
over or under?
Under.
Under?
No, that's
Under. Way under. Let me tell you
That's
why.
under.
He's already said why. He's already
Mhm.
said why. Motherfucker
Why?
doesn't know how to close.
Yo, Tito. Why you do me like that?
He's already said he needs time. He needs
Every
time to
time,
go
yeah.
through it, right? Well, when was this show? 5
Reality
years
TV girls
ago?
don't need time too, yeah. You know, like they like to go quick. So no,
Can you
he's got
imagine?
a point, man. He's got a point. I'm a great
Right?
opener, but when it comes to the close, yo, like sometimes I analyze too much, you know. I think I feel like I'm in a boxing ring, but you know, it's the ring of love is a lot different.
Well,
was
it's a
it?
box you're trying to get into, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Who was it you were talking about the first time you were on this show? I think it was Brittany, right? From Big Brother.
Oh yeah, Brittany. I remember.
And you were like, yeah, I kind of had a little thing for her. And then Brittany heard about it from our show,
Oh,
and she got at us and was like, oh, really, Mr. Godfrey?
oh God.
But I think she just marry somebody?
Yeah, she's married now, man. Off the market. God damn.
Excellent.
Swing and a miss, men's we got.
Or swing and a swing.
Swing and a swing.
If she swings
And-
that way. I don't
And
know.
send him back home, not your problem.
Send him back home, not your problem. What a
Come
philosophy.
on, Godfrey.
Yeah.
Bro. Am I like, do you need me to just like show up as your like your
I might need some
your stunt
coaching
dick?
lessons from Chris, man.
Like-
My stunt dick.
I'll tell you what, man. Chris has been a happily married monogamous man for a very long time. But in his day,
Okay, no, then never mind.
in his day,
Yeah.
this guy
He's got
closed.
some stories.
He could close the deal faster than Usain Bolt finished a race,
Holy what?
bro.
Listen, you gotta write a book, Chris, man. Like there's a thing called the manosphere, yo. You can make a lot of money in there.
Godfrey, his opening line was his
Yeah.
closing line. Look at that, man. There's
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Bro.
Oh man.
I
Opening
want
line is
your
the closing
blood
line.
on these hands.
Yeah.
Yo, how big were you in Big Brother? Like, where were you walking? You were a little puffier then, right?
On Big Brother, yeah. On Big Brother, I was definitely probably like close to 200, but it wasn't like a lean 200 though.
So is that all from boxing?
Yeah, like, you know, a lot of the running, right? You know, like you're training, you're hitting the bag. It's really like a cardiovascular workout for sure.
And how's that going?
Oh, great, man. Like I love boxing, man. Like I just love the training. It kind of keeps me focused, you know, where I'm not like, you know, partying too much. I'm just like, even when I don't have an opponent, it's just it teaches you a lot about yourself, you know, just like stepping into the ring, testing yourself. Yeah.
Is
So
it
we've
something that
got
you're
all of
interested
these
in doing?
shows. Sorry, I was going
Sure.
to say we've got all of these shows, you know, the Misfits boxing things and all of these like
Yes.
like celebrity boxing things, but they're like influencer boxing.
Yes,
or,
yes.
You know what I mean? Creator content boxing stuff.
Mhm.
When is everybody going to get to see you in there?
Going those, man. You know, you might see me really soon, man. You know, I got my eyes on a few people. You know, what's the guy, the clown from Love Island with I don't even remember his name.
Bro, this is your chance to do the call out.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to
Chase,
fight Black
Chase,
Hercules,
but I
right?
think Chase is he's banned from boxing now because he apparently he didn't know the rules of boxing that you cannot punch somebody when they've already fallen down, and he punched his last opponent, so they banned him. But you know, that would have been my opponent. You know, I really had my eyes on him. I feel like it would have been an easy payday, right? And there's not that many you can find these days.
Was that Black Hercules?
No, not Black Hercules. Just a different guy, Chase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Black Hercules was talking a lot of shit, and then what? He backed out.
He backed out, man. Like Black Hercules, he said something came up. I think he needed the vaccine or something. I don't know, but it's water under the bridge. Yeah, no pun intended.
It's all good. Any ladies out there in the chat, you want to shoot your shot with Godfrey? Go right ahead. I want to play a little game, if we can, Godfrey, because as I mentioned in the intro, you were born and raised in Zimbabwe,
Yes,
Africa.
I was.
And now remind me, how long you been living in Canada?
I've been living in Canada for 15 years now. So I came when I was just 15 and I just turned 30 last year. My birthday's in July, so I turned 31 this year. So yeah, I would say 15 years.
Okay. And one of our producers, Austin, he's sitting backstage, and I don't think he's even been to Canada. Right, Austin? Yeah. Am I correct?
No, sir, I have not.
Never been to Canada. He's from St. Louis, the St. Louis, Missouri area. Never been to Canada. With Canada Day being this weekend, I thought it'd be fun to play a little game where we figure out who knows more Canadian slang, the guy from St. Louis or the guy born in Africa.
Let's do it.
Austin versus Godfrey. You got the words there, right? Okay, there's the first one. Austin, we'll go to you. A 2-4.
2-4. Is that like a 2x4?
Wrong. Wrong.
Crazy.
You're wrong.
Godfrey?
That's a tough one. A 2-4. I'd say it's alcohol related, like a 2-4, like a pack of beers or something. A 2-4.
Yes, we will give it to him. A 2-4 is 24, a case of 24 beers.
Okay, 2-4.
Yeah, they don't call it a box. They don't call it a box of beer up here, Austin.
It's a case. You get a case.
Case of beer, yeah.
What's the next one? A toque.
Yes, I know that one.
A toque. A toque is a hat, I believe, isn't it?
Oh,
Correct.
Got it.
I'm shocked. Good for you, Austin.
Stag party. Yes. When you got a bachelor party, sort of, but then they are raising some money, so people bring a bunch of gifts and stuff, and there's a bunch of games, and they call it a stag.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Oh my God!
Yeah, isn't it when you go when you go by yourself somewhere, you go stag?
That could be a thing, but that isn't what it means in Canada. The stag party is just the dudes going out. What Godfrey was saying is the stag and doe, where they put them together. That's where they do the party. Stag party is where you do a bunch of drugs and go to the strip joint.
That's a tricky one.
That's just fun.
That's a tricky one.
Or as I call it, Wednesday.
Oh, a knapsack. That's like your
Austin knapsack.
Yeah, it's like your backpack or whatever.
Oh, you knew that one.
Well done. Okay.
You knew that one.
Austin.
Oh, come on. That's an easy one. Come on.
that's your bathroom. Come on.
Listen, this one,
your water closet.
Correct.
this one makes the list because every time I go to the US, if my brain slips and I say, "Excuse me, where's the washroom?" They all look.
They do. They say the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know what you're talking about. You're just idiots. That's all.
Thank you.
Why call it a bathroom?
No, he's right.
You're not going in there to take a bath when you're out. Right? If you come over to my house, and assume that you can just hop in the fucking bath, there better be a damn good reason. You know what I'm saying?
It's because you're joining me.
Hey.
Next,
You're joining.
Austin, pea meal.
Oh, no idea. No idea.
It's what they eat.
Again.
Godfrey, you know this one? Come on, man. It's food related.
Oh.
Godfrey just vanished.
He was stumped.
He's
so
Googling
much.
it.
Oh, that's not.
Do you know pea meal, Godfrey?
Kids food, baby food.
Wrong.
It's their version of bacon.
Wrong.
Oh, yo, pea meal bacon. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh my gosh. No,
Pea meal on a bun is one of the
I
greatest
usually
things
call
in
it
the world.
Canadian bacon.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. It's
Okay.
No, because in the States, what they call Canadian bacon is just ham.
Yeah, it's just
this is a low budget pork chop with some dusty shit on the outside.
Fucking delicious.
Pea
Next,
meal.
Give me a chop.
Austin, what's a Mickey?
Well, I could go a couple different places here. I'm gonna go with booze.
Okay, you know what? I'll give that to you. Do you want to be more specific?
Are you talking about like the Mickey's 40s? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
then I don't.
that's a beer. They don't sell it up
The
here.
Mick is the small one. The tiny
Correct.
Oh, okay.
That is correct.
Yeah, because the Mickey's is like a 40 ounce here in the States. Yeah, the beer though, the brand.
Correct.
Okay, let's go next. Austin, what are freezies?
Freezy, is that like is that a popsicle?
That's what my nuts do in this winter.
All right, next. Austin, what's KD?
Wow. Kitchen district?
Wrong. That's wrong.
That's a cheese. KD cheese.
Gee.
Kraft dinner.
Dinner.
God, mac and cheese. You talking about macaroni and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese, exactly. Oh yeah, they try to get specific, like it's we're gonna fancy it up like it's fucking Target or Walmart. We call it fucking KD.
If that's all you
Craft
eat for
dinner.
dinner, yeah. If that's
It's
all you eat for
crafted.
dinner, you're white trash. I'm sorry. If that's all you're eating for dinner,
There's nothing wrong with craft dinner and hot dogs. Why is it on there twice? I don't know.
it's that good.
Austin, what's a Molson muscle?
Is that like the strong alcohol version of Molson?
I don't even know that either, man.
It's what you get.
Wrong.
I have never
When you drink
heard
too
of
much
Molson
Molson.
muscle.
You're wrong. You're
Oh, you got Molson muscle.
It's a gut.
It's a beer gut. Okay.
That's what they yeah.
That makes
Like you know who says this shit? You know who says this shit, Godfrey?
Yeah.
His people.
White folk.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm like, nobody in
This is-
Toronto,
yeah,
no
no.
black guy in Toronto is saying that.
No, this is some them people shit right
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Austin,
Gitch.
Not part of the song. It ain't gitchy, yeah.
I was about to say, is it like a little kid?
The kid.
Boy, is it Gitch? Get over here, Gitch.
No.
Wrong again.
Help me, Godfrey.
Get you
Godfrey,
right.
you
I
got a
don't know.
guess?
Hey, bitch.
I'll give you a
Underwear.
hint. I'll give you a hint. There's not a lot of it being worn on Bachelor in Paradise.
A shirt?
No.
Underwear, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
underwear.
Canadians call their underwear gitch.
Bitch.
I think that's the last
And
one.
they
right?
still
Oh,
do.
no gitch.
Wow. Okay, Austin. So because you got so many wrong, and by paying attention to what people want here in the chat, as you can see it, tarps off, brother.
Oh, you
gotta
gotta
do
lose
it.
your shirt.
That is correct.
You got to take the gitch off too.
There you are, ladies.
This is a painful flashback to when Austin showed up on the screen naked when I was high during the edible
Oh my
episode.
god.
This is what Shuli's wife looks at. Pretty much. It's probably the same. Only she looks at the real thing. Ladies and gentlemen, fake. Why did your camera go soft focus all of a sudden, too, Austin? They're like, hey, you've done this too many times.
Holy.
And he's got it set. He goes, camera, as soon as I take my shirt off, go
Yeah.
soft focus because we're going fucking
Holy.
dark, ladies.
He's like, okay, Vivid Video, I'm ready for my
He's
close
ready.
up.
He's ready.
We got the before and after of the evolution of man.
It
Thank
says,
you, Austin.
it's no pigment. I think we had another super chat up in here from Erica. $2. Here's some slang. Tarps off, Donnie.
Tarps off, Donnie.
Tarps off is definitely a Canadian thing.
That is a white Canadian thing.
It is very,
is
it's
like
very much.
white-
Yeah, absolutely. You got to
Hockey.
qualify. You gotta
Canadian,
qualify.
yeah, man. Right.
Yeah, that's small town Ontario hockey language right there. That's what that
So
is.
okay, what do they call what do they call underwear in Zimbabwe?
Underwear. I'm trying to think. Man, I'm trying to think. Like my Shona is so, because that's what we speak Shona over there. It's so. I'm trying to think. Like underwear. Oh yeah,
Wrong
brugwa.
again.
Brugwa?
Yes, yeah, like that, like brugwa.
Fucking
Brugwa.
professional up in here. No,
Yeah.
you got to roll that R, Donnie. Brugwa.
Yes, yeah,
Brugwa?
brugwa.
See?
So like if you're saying your underwear, brugwa rako means yours, rako.
And how do you say drop?
How do you say drop? You say zika.
Zika?
Zika. So D and Z I
Alpha
K A.
Sika.
Oh, Zika? Does
Yes.
Zika? Brugwa?
And then down. Oh, I see where you're going.
There you fucking
But
do
see,
it.
no, like if you say it like that, it doesn't really translate the exact way.
I bet I can
It
make
would
it
sound. It would
translate that
sound
fucking
weird.
way.
If,
I guarantee you I can make it
What did I
translate
tell
that
you?
way,
That's-
brother.
When he goes to Africa, that's his opening and closing
Zika,
line.
brugwa. What you're trying to say is visa. So visa means take off. So
Visa?
Yeah, Visa Brugua.
Easy.
Means
Visa
take off
Brugua.
pants.
You hear that,
Yo,
ladies?
say that again.
Visa Brugua. Yeah. So
If Chris goes to Zimbabwe, man, oh my God, bro, you'd be famous, man. Yeah, and you just start talking Shauna, people would be dying, man. But it's actually
all
close.
right.
Like the accent, it's the rolled R. It's good.
All right, Tidbabwe from Brady. We're taking over, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be the revert. It's gonna be like coming to America, but I'm going to Zimbabwe.
Somebody
my
pitch
God.
this to Hollywood right now.
Let's go.
I am the Lord of Zimbabwe.
Holy man.
Hey, have you seen
Maybe
that
just
guy
don't
who's all
start
over-
the conversation with that, and you'll be just fine.
Listen, non-closer, don't you tell me what to do. Hey.
Now we know why he's the closer.
I'm telling you, man, he's an advanced level Jedi.
First word is the last word, eh? The opening
Right.
is the closer.
That's how it goes.
I
Well,
remember.
you got to say more.
He's probably going to get mad at me for telling this story, but whatever. When he was a doorman at a very busy nightclub in Toronto, and I was standing
Yeah.
next to him, there was this pretty girl that walks by, and she's eye fucking the hell out of Tid. Like
Yeah.
she's giving him the eye fuck. And
Yeah.
she's like, dressed all sexy, trying to impress him.
Yeah.
And as you can imagine, Tid is stone face as always, right? And as she's walking by, he doesn't turn his head. He doesn't change his expression. He just goes, "You like a thumb in the ass?" And I'm looking at him like, what? And he's like, if she says no, it's a non-starter for me anyway.
Oh my God.
And she says yes. And guess what?
No way.
Opening line is the closing line.
Oh my God.
I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
try that line, man. But if I
I
get
don't know if you can
arrested,
get away with that in today's culture.
I don't think so. No, I'll be canceled. Yeah.
You'd be canceled.
Reality TV star
Yeah,
canceled
this was a different time.
for sexual harassment.
We were very much nobodies in the late 90s. This was a different time.
Yeah, there was not a lot of people with cameras, filming your every move. Let's
Absolutely.
talk. Let's switch this gear a little bit about people with cameras filming moves, because that happened to you recently.
Yeah.
Like you look like all of this wasn't as pretty not that long ago.
No. Yeah.
Tell everybody what happened.
Man, like basically like a couple weeks ago, like I got into an unfortunate accident where, I even hate to say an accident because much of it could have been avoided. I had been drinking quite a lot. We were coming from a party and we were walking past this bridge in Lakeshore for people in Toronto who kind of know, got a lot of water down there. And I was pretty smashed, Luckily, I had a couple of my buddies with me. And I stopped by a bridge and I think I was looking down in the water. Something must have caught my eye. Next thing I know, I had fallen off. And like when I fell off this bridge, it was pretty high, like about maybe like 8 feet, not 8 feet, like about like 6 or 7 stories. So I fell down, and because it was so high, the impact of the water actually knocked me out. And then as I was drowning underwater, that's when I regained consciousness and I tried my best to swim to the top, to the surface. And at that point, I was just so confused because I had just gone from walking on the sidewalk on the bridge to being underwater, right? And by the time I got up to the surface, I realized I was right in the middle of Lake Ontario. And this is around 8 o'clock. People were yelling from the top that, hey, swim over here. Apparently, I was actually swimming the opposite way because I couldn't hear anybody. I had so much water in my ears and my body was banged up. I actually I think I messed up my knee in there. And then my friend from the top, my friend David, again, that's his name. When he saw that, okay, I looked like I was in serious trouble and I was literally about to sink. He dived right in the water and swam over to grab me. And I remember he grabbed my hand as soon as I was just about to pass out. And the next thing I know, I woke up inside the ambulance, What had happened from witnesses told me that some of the 3 random guys saw what was going on. They grabbed a rope and they threw it down. And my friend David grabbed the rope with me and managed to swim, dragging me to the shore. It was it was a gnarly thing, man. Like the whole entire thing, it's just like, it was like a freak accident. That's all I can say, And luckily for me, I had my friend David there to jump in, man. Like, I really got to thank God, man, for saving my life, and for David for saving my life, you know, and the guys.
There you go.
I think we just lost Godfrey.
Apparently God didn't like the shout out.
Oh, maybe his camera's trying to come back on.
It is trying to.
You weren't talking
Doing some
about
light
God at the
stuff.
time.
Yeah, exactly. God was like, yo, don't bring me into this.
God's an atheist.
Guys, pull him out for now and then keep it. Oh, there
You
he is.
guys
There
see
he
me?
is.
You guys
Yes,
see me?
brother.
Yeah, no, it was somebody was trying to call me, so it
Oh.
started to glitch out, right? Yeah, but no,
Just
like I
tell
was
them
saying,
to call
man, like,
later
I-
because you're not going to close the deal anyways.
Exactly, yeah. I wish it was a girl. But like I said,
It was-
man, like, you know, I'm just grateful that like everything worked out, you know. And, you know, some people were recording, you know, like I'd like to say everybody was acting on go, but you had some people who are more interested in collecting footage. I don't know what the point of that was.
Like,
but,
yeah, how do you stand on the shore with your phone out, like selfie
That's what I'm
position,
saying,
yelling
man. Like,
world
listen,
star as a
oh,
motherfucker
yeah,
is like
yeah.
damn near dying, right?
Like even for me, I would not be able to, like you said, like how do you stand over seeing what could be somebody's last breath that they're taking, and you have that on video? I understand if it's something like a crime in progress, somebody getting attacked, you can say, oh, I'm getting this footage to assist as evidence, but not when somebody is literally like in trouble, right? So that was just kind of weird.
Let me ask you this. Was David sober?
No, David, the thing is, David actually does not drink. He quit drinking last year. And
So
he
you had a
was telling me the
designated
same
walker.
thing.
You had a
Oh,
designated walker and it didn't fucking work. Bro, you need to get 2 designated walkers, one on each side or something, or a
Yeah.
tether. A tether. Next time we see
Yeah.
Godfrey, he's gonna have one of those
Yeah.
little wrist tethers that you see like on the kids in the mall, right? Like
Oh,
you're gonna
man,
have to keep a handle on
I
you.
need that, and I need less alcohol. But it was a good wake-up call for me, because just from that experience happening to me, I realized that one, life is super short, man. Like anything can happen, you know. Like this is something like this I would have never thought would have happened on such a random night, but it just gave me that wake-up call that, dude, you got to get your priorities right, because look how quickly it can end. You know, you didn't have no chance to say goodbye. Like I was passed out in the water. If David wasn't there, that would have been it.
Would have been done.
So it's a huge wake-up call for me.
A few weeks ago, Godfrey was actually scheduled to be on this show. And then I hollered
That's
at
around
him
the
and I
time
said,
it
hey,
happened.
bro.
Yes.
I hollered at him and said, hey, bro, are you still good for this Thursday? And I think I messaged him on the Monday or something. And he goes, bro, I almost died yesterday. I'm like, the fuck? Okay, as far as
you're
guest
home.
cancellations, that's pretty good.
Oh, yep. Yeah, it's better than the stroke,
Yeah,
Right.
better than a doctor's note, eh? Yeah.
right? That would be the best. Just show up, just put the doctor's note in front of your camera. I ain't fucking
Oh,
coming
man.
today.
I
Wow.
was feeling bad for you. Tid was like, what the fuck's his problem? He's still alive. Like, you know, like show
Yeah,
up.
man.
And I'm just
I was alive, but not. in
Wasn't
the right
it wasn't a
mindset at
20-foot fall.
all.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm kidding.
the
Yo,
video,
like he just fell in some water. Yeah, it wasn't a concrete.
yeah, you didn't hit the
Yeah.
cement.
Right? Yeah,
He
no,
went for a
listen,
nice swim.
I used to go, growing up in Vegas, we used to drive out to Lake Mead all the time. And there was this place called the Cliffs, and we would go cliff up diving all the time. And it got to the point where we would just, pull up into the parking lot, get out of the car, run, and just blind jump, boom, down into the lake. You land a couple of times weird on that one. You understand, man, like water
it's
isn't
no
soft at that,
No,
at that
absolutely.
speed, right?
Anybody who's
So-
tuning in right
It
now, you
felt
can
like I was hitting a hard surface when that happened, because there was
Yeah.
enough force to knock me out cold.
Yeah. Well,
anybody who's,
thankfully,
checking out this week's episode, you can see Godfrey's full testimonial of that life-threatening accident, as well as the actual footage that was shot of him drowning in the water. That's all up on his Instagram. So you can go on and check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. I go into more detail on there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more detail. But listen, bottom line is, fuck, man, we're glad you're all right.
No,
you
absolutely.
know?
I'm glad I get to do the show. I
Right.
get to Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
ladies, you never know how long he's going to be around, right?
he
Like,
he
just
lives a
like
wild
jump on it.
lifestyle,
You
ladies.
meet Godfrey,
Oh,
you
God.
meet Godfrey, you jump on it right away. If he says anything, you just say, "Yo, your boy Tid said that we're just supposed to jump on it." All
He
right,
wants that
no playing
ass
around.
on
they
these
can't
hands.
refuse, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. So if it happens, you'll know why.
Okay.
Godfrey,
Now-
I'm remixing your catchphrase. I want that ass on these
Oh
hands.
my God. And
Now
rebrand.
that been said, we have a couple of news stories that we want to get your take on with this
Okay.
one, right? This first one, a woman and a guy go out on a date. It doesn't work out, but she's got his phone number apparently, and
Okay.
proceeds to send him.
Oh my God. Wait, you got to hear this.
That's right, 159,000 texts. Then
That's
breaks
crazy.
into his home after a
What?
single date. Yeah, this
One date.
right? This bucket of crazy right here.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
That's insanity. That's insanity.
Going to court, right?
What?
She said, I want to go to court on it because I want the judge to say that the two of us have to get married.
Then hold on. I'm listening. I'm just gonna
Yep.
Let me silence my phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
She said that she believes the judge was going to say that they would have to be married. Now, unfortunately, I think it turned out that she was mentally incapable of trial or something like that.
She's
Yeah,
mentally incapable of
incompetent to
breathing.
stand trial in March.
I
But she
believe
wants
it.
the jury to hear her case. These are some of the texts, just some, because holy shit, we're not going through 159,000 of these motherfuckers, right? I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones. I mean, this clearly sounds like love to me. Blah, 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 money, money, money.
In the 26 years I've known Tid, we've probably exchanged 30 texts.
Yeah, and I erase all of those.
159,000 texts after one date.
Right? That is insane. I think, did we lose Godfrey? I
Is he
think
still
had
with
to
us,
check
guys?
out.
No, I'm
Is he
still in
Oh,
here.
there he is.
I'm
Okay.
still in here.
There he is.
Yep.
So
You
my
guys see me,
question
right?
to you, yep. My
Yeah.
question to you is, what is the
The question to
craziest?
you is, do you want to date her?
Yeah, because I think I can hook you all up.
We found one for you. Yeah.
Right?
She
And Roy
prefers
says she sounds
texting
nice.
over calling.
She's a little clingy.
Oh,
Toto
boy.
Payne Diaz, she can describe Michael Jackson's penis.
Jesus. That is like, I thought I've had some bad dates, but that's
Okay, what's
that's
the
a bad
worst?
one.
What's the worst?
Well, the worst date I had, like, I'm pretty sure that this girl had set me up to, it was some weird get out stuff. I'm not even kidding. She's like, Godfrey, we're gonna go rock climbing. So when I heard rock climbing, I've seen rock climbing, they go into that nice little building, you climb the wall, they got a harness over you. This girl took me to the mountains. And I said, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, where are the rocks? Like, are these the rocks you're climbing? She's like, don't worry about it. It's called scaling or something. It's free solo. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, who's this guy you brought? She's like, oh, that's my dad. So, like, I'm on the date with her dad, who, again, I don't know, maybe he must have had some rock climbing expertise. That's why he was there. But then they take me through a little cave. And they're like, okay, so we're going to go in this cave and we're just going to climb up in here. And, like, at that point, like, the red flags weren't even going off for me.
Mhm.
So we go down in the cave. Going in the cave wasn't too bad. We just had to climb down the ladder. So when it's time to get out of the cave, the dad is like, okay, so we will have my daughter go first. I'm like, well, obviously, that makes sense. So she goes first, and we have to hoist her up to the top of the cage. This
Tell
during
me,
the winter,
tell me,
the
tell
snow.
me, tell me you did though. Tell me you did. You grabbed the daughter's ass,
I
turned,
kept the little
looked
feel.
the dad right in the eye, like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker, this is going all
I
up."
am her
in here."
daddy now.
I did a sly one, but we got her out, and then he was, okay, now it's my turn. And I'm like, oh, okay, so wait a minute, shouldn't I go first since I don't really climb this stuff? He's like, oh, no, don't worry. We'll pull you from the top. He goes up there, and these two could not even get me out of there. I was having a panic attack. I thought they had set me up.
Now, Godfrey, now you lift
I
my
thought it was
ass.
some weird ritual thing. I'm like, okay, are they just trying to like kill me? Like what? It was the strangest date I've ever had. Luckily, they were able to get me out, but I was just like, what was that all about?
This motherfucker.
He watched you cop a feel in his daughter, and then he goes, now, Godfrey, now you grab
You're
my
on
ass.
your own. Oh my God.
Okay,
That
Tid, guess the girl's race.
Oh yeah, you ain't.
Oh, white as fuck.
She was white as hell. Yeah, she was from.
You know why? You want to know why?
White.
You don't want to know why? Godfrey was the first black man to go fucking rock climbing.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't do that shit. I grew up in North Las Vegas, dude.
First one.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
This moment in Black history.
Right? And it almost was. It almost was.
You're the Jackie Robinson of rock climbing.
I'm never again. Well, she was into a lot of stuff. Dirt biking, tried to take me to that. And yeah, it was all these extreme sports. And her parents seemed to always tag along.
You run your dating life like you're on a reality show. Just fuck. Like, this is not a show. You're not doing a contest.
No. I know, right? Yeah.
No.
The power of veto. Yeah. You want to get into the V? This is what you gotta do, yo. Compete.
Oh my God. You've been on too many shows, bruh.
Yeah, you got too many things clicked off on your fucking Tinder right now, brother. You need to fine line that fucking that search. Yeah, too much fucking crazy going on.
Some good SEO.
Absolutely. Oh my God. You just reminded me of something. I can't even remember who posted this. You know what? It might have even been Godfrey who posted this on Instagram. I can't remember. Someone posted this a minute ago, and it was like, Tinder is for rookies. The expert level move is you go on Facebook Marketplace and look up women who are selling their wedding dresses because they just got divorced and they're on the rebound.
Listen, modern problems require modern solutions.
But those are the ones that you might be likely to get that 159,000, emails and messages and craziness. There was a guy, because it ain't just, specific to like girls on this one. There's a guy apparently in Indianapolis.
Yep.
Holds a woman up at gunpoint, tells her she's too pretty to rob.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And so then asks for her social media stuff so he can ask her out.
This guy's using mugging Riz.
That almost sounds like the plot to a movie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that show Beef on Netflix.
If you're out hunting for somebody to get Stockholmed, like who's going to be very susceptible for it, this is the way to go. Because if you can pick up a girl that's like, oh, so how did you meet? Well, he pulled a gun out. He pulled a gun out and then decided I was really pretty, so he wasn't going to rob me.
See, this is another guy. I don't know this guy's name, but he's probably from another reality TV show and he's never been able to close. And now he's resorted to this.
You guys trying to say this is my future? No,
this is the ghost of Chris's future.
I will get tutoring lessons from Chris. I will use politically incorrect pickup lines. I have to close.
It's all in the delivery.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
Listen, man, if you got away with words, you can say the worst things and get away with it. Absolutely.
Oh my God. This guy gets away with everything. Ted, was there another story that we wanted to throw at Godfrey?
One more on Godfrey. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a little bit more up your alley. I don't know if you're a fan of Pokemon at all.
Not too much, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a little in Africa. I don't think so.
No.
It probably means something completely different.
Yeah.
In my country, Pokemon mean.
Yeah. So that's that little card game thing. Like started over. I want to say China, maybe Japan, but it's very popular with white kids.
Pokemon, yeah.
Right, and you've did commercials. You've seen it.
Yeah, I see. It's like a show.
So a new neighborhood in Las Vegas is under renovation, and they've flattened it all out, and they got the houses going up, and they put the streets in, and they're taking names from Pokemon.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Which means that there is a Jigglypuff place.
That's the neighborhood.
Jigglypuff. Would you would you move onto a street
Absolutely not.
named Snarlax Lane
Snorlax.
or Jigglypuff Place?
It's
I do not
Snorlax.
care how cheap the rent is. You're not catching me dead there. I am
Now,
not
let me
having
ask you-
my driver's license say Jigglypuff.
Okay, what about Squirtle Lane? I'm open to that one,
Squirtle Lane's got a nice ring to it.
right? It's like squirting. I'm open to
Yeah,
that. All right.
that-
What if it was?
That's a good conversation starter.
What if it was Hitmon? What if it was Hitmonchan Place?
What?
Is there even
Hitmonchan.
such a
He's
Pokemon?
fighting Pokemon.
Oh, see, it's sad.
You're
that
making
you had
stuff
to,
up at
you
this
had, yeah,
point.
you had to interject. You had to interject with stuff like, "Hey, guess what, guys? You guys think this story's funny, but I'm a fucking nerd, and I know the real one." Yeah, that. Welcome to Donnie, Godfrey.
I have an
Oh,
11-year-old, so I know about Pokemon.
Charizard Court.
See, Brady knows Pokemon.
Yeah,
Charizard Court.
dude, that guy collects a lot of cards, does a lot of open
He
stuff.
knows the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Brady, it's just another investment. it's just something else to sell.
Right.
Holy.
America, where the F or the name street after Pokemon in Las Vegas, if you can believe that shit.
America,
Vegas, of
you want to
all
live?
places.
Does America want to live on a Pokemon street? Is that what she's getting at?
Vegas must have lost a bet to have to do this.
Or they just give up. They're like, fuck it. We don't
Yeah.
even care anymore.
They're like,
Yeah,
do
we're-
it,
you
do
want to come? The city's getting so big, they're running out of water. Lake Mead is shriveling up to nothing, which means they're going to have no fucking electricity if they don't get their shit together.
You need to do what you
Right.
got to do to
That's right.
incentivize people.
So you name up. You're like investors and developers are coming in, taking the land. They're going to build the stuff, but the city's like, all right, we're going to name the fucking streets. Make
Ted,
sure you don't want to live there.
Are you upset that your
No.
home state is naming streets after
Nevada?
Pokemon before they're naming streets after you?
No,
I
I
think
don't
you're
need that.
upset.
I don't need that kind of stuff.
I think you're upset.
Bro, they asked me to leave. I got kicked out. Remember? Like they already had a name. They have a name of the city. It's called Sin City. And you know what they did? They were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
not this motherfucker. He's got to get up out of here."
They sent you
So
to
they're-
Hamilton. Oh man.
They sent me to Canada. I lived in Mississauga and Toronto
Yeah.
for a while, and now I live outside of there. But yep, that's exactly what happened. They were like, "No, you got to go."
The police said, "Get out."
True story.
That's
We're
what
done with
happened.
you.
There was you know what? I want to show Godfrey this. Austin, you have that stupid video? I want to get Godfrey's reaction to this. Here, Godfrey, tell us what you think of this. Dash cam footage.
Okay. Oh my god! What the hell is this person doing?
I think you can buff it out.
They must have been
one
on
more
their
time.
phone.
One more time.
Yeah, this guy must have been on their phone or something.
Bro, this is in the suburbs. This is Brampton, Ontario.
Of course, it's Brampton. Of course. I didn't even look at the thing, but come on, man.
Look,
Are
look,
you
look.
serious?
This guy's
It's not even a break. Like
Not
brake
there.
lights never even fucking
Yeah.
come
They even
on.
licked the other card too.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck?
You know
Roy,
what?
hold on
They
here.
have no survival instinct.
I
Zero.
just noticed something. Can we blow this up at all? Is that a
Oh, we don't
gas
need to be-
pump? Is that a
we don't
gas
need to
pump
be-
attached to the car?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
the
you mean like a
Honda Civic-
pump that's inside?
I'm thinking this is a stolen car and it's still got a gas pump attached. Watch.
Hold
watch.
on.
No.
No, I think maybe that just might have opened,
Yeah,
or
it
you're
popped
looking
open.
at the.
It, popped-
it's
it
the
popped
gas
open.
cap?
Popped open. Yeah, the cap popped open when it got to
Okay.
there. Yeah. Very quickly, Roy says Vegas legalized weed, but you can't smoke on the strip and you can't bring branded dispensary bags into hotels.
Unbelievable.
Roy,
Then where are you supposed to get it from?
maybe you can't, but I did. And they've got dispensaries now, and I just stood right there and smoked a joint. I think it's more of a don't be an asshole about
Exactly.
it, because
Yeah.
you can't walk up and down the strip without
You got to be
smelling.
discreet. You got to be
You know?
discreet.
Yeah, don't be holding the bag over your head when you walk back into the hotel going, I'm going upstairs to get high, bitches. No, like, come on, Roy.
Brady just wrote Zimbabwe County, Las Vegas, where all the streets are named after Pokemon.
It's
Oh,
known as
Lord.
Brampton Lee, fellas. Yeah,
Our-
exactly.
Zimbabwe.
Our friend of the show, who's been on this show several times, Karen Zeifman, author relationship of a relationship book. She's in Las Vegas right now And I'm
Okay.
convinced she's only there for Instagram selfies. I think that's the only reason she went on this trip. But
Vegas is a good spot for selfies, man.
yeah.
Been there? You been there?
No, but like just from seeing everybody, they either go to Miami, Vegas, or LA if they're going to the US
So here's my thought, okay?
and New York.
I have known Tid for most of my adult life. No, my entire adult life. Most of my life in general, I've known Tid. And Tid is a Las Vegas native. He goes there often. I've been to Vegas once and it was for business, so I didn't get to do shit.
Yeah.
I want to go to Vegas with Tid. I want the full Vegas experience with Tid. And
You gotta
Godfrey,
sign me up too. I'm coming.
Yeah,
All right.
Godfrey, you got to roll with us.
Listen, I am coming.
All right. All right.
Awesome.
Well, it'll be a hell of a place to try out those new lines that we work on with
Right?
you.
Hell
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm thinking.
And then turn you loose in Vegas. It's like
I think Vegas will be
Fish in a
receptive
barrel.
to that. Absolutely. Amen.
Tid would be like
100%.
this. This would be Tid. Godfrey, go say this.
Yeah, we would totally set it up. What's the TV show that they've got with the guys that stand backstage with the microphone?
Oh,
Your
Impractical
friend-
Jokers?
Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna be impractical fuckers. Politically incorrect pickups.
Oh my
man.
God.
Yeah.
That would be the ugliest version of Impractical
Yes,
Jokers.
believe.
Like we would just get canceled in 2 seconds.
You never know, man. You never know. The culture's
No.
changing.
Exactly.
Godfrey,
Exactly.
you've been wicked with your time, brother. So listen, everybody out there, whether you're in Canada, the US, or abroad, if you want to check out Bachelor in Paradise Canada, you can see Godfrey on the show, and see what fate befalls him.
I know.
You can go check it out. And then obviously there's a new season of Big Brother USA that's starting up soon.
That's gonna be good.
And normally by this time of year, it's already on, but they've been delayed, right? They're starting in August. Usually by this time of year, they're already rolling. And I know that with every new season of Big Brother, Canada or US, there's gonna be some Big Brother party.
Oh yeah.
And I know you'll be there.
I got 2 tickets for y'all.
I'm in. Let's
Yeah.
go. Hey, by the way, your buddy Mertz Jaffer,
Mertz, yes.
Mertz is throwing his reality
He's throwing the
shindig.
Mertz Fest. Mertz Fest, yeah.
I know Mertz from way back, bro. We used to work
No
together
way.
at TSN,
No
not the
way.
Shuli Network, the
Yeah.
sports network.
Oh man.
We
Back
worked
when
together-
Mertz was shining shoes. Yeah.
Bro, he was not the reality guy.
He has
was
built
like,
himself up, that's for sure.
yeah, man. And I know Mertz from way back. I need an invite to the Mertz fucking party,
Yes,
man.
Absolutely. I will make it happen. Mertz
All right.
put me in charge of my own personal guest list.
I love that. I want to be at the Mertz party and I want to check it out. And
Listen,
you
man.
know what? We'll just walk around.
We gotta
getting
make
blood on
sure
hands.
we got the Godfather, the original Godfather, and the closer. That's what
Right.
the C stands for in ABC. Chris.
That's right. Always be Chris.
Yeah. ABCT. That's what it is.
Godfrey Mangwiza, tell everybody on social where they can get a hold of you, bro.
Absolutely. You guys can find me on Instagram at Godfrey Mangwiza. Just my name. You can find me on TikTok as well at season 2. My name's Godfrey Mangwiza, as always. Yeah.
The lady pleaser. We'll put all the links
Yeah.
up on
Absolutely.
godfatherspodcast.com.
Absolutely.
There's his
There
account
it
right
is. Look
there.
at that. Right there.
You can see the video there. Last Sunday, I almost died. You can go check that
Absolutely.
out.
It is not clickbait. Yeah.
There's a picture of Godfrey on Bachelor in Paradise Canada looking very forlorn in his beige
I'm
suit.
Hello Fresh. Use my discount code. I want you guys to look fresh.
He's got all
Natty.
kinds of
that McDonald's, man. Invest in your health, guys.
You natty?
Of course, only water.
all right, man. We will talk soon. All
As
right.
natty as the liver kid. Yeah.
I
Listen, we're gonna get together. We're gonna watch
Yeah.
some UFC because I know Godfrey loves to get down when
I
UFC
want
is
to
on.
see the Stipe and the Jones fight. I don't think McGregor's fighting anymore. He's, he plugged his proper 12, and I think he's out of there.
think so.
Did you see Conor McGregor unleashed his new look today. He's rocking a Hulk Hogan
He's got the
handlebar.
Hogan. Yeah.
Do
I thought that
whatever he
was part
wants.
of a movie role. I don't know, man.
He can do whatever he wants. Listen, he doesn't need to fight. If you want to check out, if you ever need to listen to some MMA shows, I do. This show also goes over on the SNME network, right? That Brady runs, and I do a show over there, an MMA show called the Weigh-Ins Brothers that we do before before the pay-per-views. We'll have another one of those coming out actually the next couple of days, probably.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. Absolutely.
Yeah, so check it out.
Godfrey, my African brother. Thank you for hanging out with us, man.
It's always a pleasure being on the show. You know, I feel like I come out of this with so much more knowledge, so much more stuff to try in the real world.
That's right. Bro.
Hey, man, we just love hanging out with you. You're one of my favorite people.
Love you guys. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
All right, there. Whoa, that was an abrupt cutoff, man.
I know, right? Like, boom. Out of it.
All right, man. We'll see
you, brother.
Absolutely. Take care, guys. Take care.
You should have done it again, guys. You should have cut him off halfway through a sentence again. That's the difference between an accident and comedy.
That's the difference between openers and closers.
Ted, any final thoughts?
Thank you to everybody who came by, hung out with us for a bit. Thank you to Kevy Boy. I'm sure he'll talk about it again in the near future. Thank you to everybody at the Shuli Network. Thank you to everybody over at the SNME Network. There's a lot of new stuff up on both places. Lots of new content. Go check it all out everywhere. I've got the other show that we've got at Mara Wanderers, MARI Wanderers. Check it out, or you can just go follow me at Notorious TID on all of the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those other places, I guess, as well. So yeah, that's about it. I don't think I've forgotten anything.
The only place you're really going to find me that I pay attention to is on Instagram at Godfather Donnie, or you can find us collectively on Instagram at Godfathers of Podcasting, and that's about it. That's the only place you're really going to find me, because I don't Twitter, I don't Twitch. We
do anything. Next week, guys. Next week we actually, before we go, happy Canada Day, Donnie. You piece of shit.
Thank you, sir.
And
you are also a piece of shit.
And to everybody south of the border, happy 4th of July coming up. It means that next week when we come back to this show, it'll be after the 4th of July. We'll probably have some good stories to talk about from the weekend. If my liver, my lungs, and my brains, I got a new batch of mushrooms. This is going to be great. I just thought of that. Are going to handle it, because next week we do have comedian Brett Forte from Calgary making the rounds. Just came back from an overseas trip over in Ireland. He was down in California doing some spots with Callan and Brendan Schaub. Like this, he's getting a lot of work. I don't know if the boys in the back had a clip of him that we can pull up very quickly.
Do we have a little bit? Oh, there we go.
The first show. The first show was all like yacht hats and fucking. Here we got this asshole front row. What is this? Why is there air? All the way. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's not supposed to be like a condom. There's no.
Yeah, why would you wear a hat like that?
Yeah, that guy doesn't know how to wear a hat.
Right? He's just fashion police right there. Yeah. But anyways,
that's less comedy and more life advice.
Look him up between now and then. Brett Forte, comedian. He is banned, Donnie. I don't know if you know this or not. He has a lifetime ban from CBC and any comedy content that they put out in Canada. And everybody knows they do all of the Just for Laughs and all of those things. He is permanently banned. So we have to get him on here so he can tell everybody exactly why.
I love that our producer, Austin, get your ass in here and defend yourself. Austin just wrote in our private chat, that's not the clip I wanted. Dude, what the fuck?
Because I closed it accidentally.
And why is your shirt back on?
I'm like, that's not a joke. That's just fashion advice.
Shut up.
You're trying to tease people with some good Brett Forte commentary. You're like, excuse me, sir, you don't know how to wear a hat.
Barely hear it too. That was awful.
Yeah, the audio was dog shit.
Here, hold on.
Wow.
You got a better one?
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
think
Oh,
he
this
was.
is good.
That's what we
can watch
just
this
saw.
again.
That's what we just saw. Was a fucking train wreck.
Yeah,
Oh, this
yeah,
is good.
exactly.
We're going to end the show.
The
on
car
right
crash
note.
one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Austin's clipping skills.
This is our crack production team, everyone. They're on crack.
You know what? He feels he got all that super chat money on the show earlier today. He's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, fuck these guys. Good night, everyone.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then.